So, hold or sell? Just wanted to quickly show everyone this shelf. This is really my shelf with things that just aren't moving. Like I've bought them and they're just really not going anywhere. There's a bunch of collection boxes up here. I mean, Alakazam V box from Vivid Voltage, that's not going anywhere. Double V box from Champion's Path, that's not going anywhere. Hidden Fates tins have remained pretty stagnant. Bunch of Lost Thunder booster packs, Sword and Shield base, Evolving Skies, Burning Shadows. I think there's Chilling Rain, Vivid Voltage, Darkness Ablaze, bunch of 3-pack blisters, which might make a little move. But my point is with this shelf, this is sort of stuff that's just, like, it's not really gonna go anywhere fast. Anyway, my point of showing you that is that there's some things that just don't move very quickly at all, like remain stagnant. So the whole segment today, hold or sell, is based off how quickly something will move. And what we're going to work off is a 2-year period, because I think all in all, if we leave something long enough, 10 years, 15 years, I mean, logic says just hold. It'll go up in value. Even Rebel Clash Booster Box. I mean, everyone at the time probably would have said this isn't a good hold, but hold it long enough, it goes up. Steam Siege Booster Box. Hold it long enough, it goes up. All of a sudden, it becomes somewhat rare because it's out of print. A lot of them have been open. Maybe a collector wants it for the set because they're working on a full booster box set. Anyway, what we're working off, like I said, is sell or hold 2 years. So first cab off the rank is Hidden Fates. Should we sell or should we hold? Keeping in mind we're working off 2 years. So in the next 2 years, is this going to go up enough? And before I sort of get an answer on Hidden Fates, I wanted to chat a little bit about the whole, I suppose, sealed Pokemon investing as a whole. There's people that will, I suppose, create a collection for really, really long-term holds, and that stuff is just so hard to sell. And then there's people that will buy something with an intention to maybe flip it in a year or two and put that funds into more stuff to flip in a year or two, or put it into bigger ticket items that they want for themselves to keep as part of their main collection. So I think you can almost split Pokemon investing in two. There's that real long-term investment, which is like your baby, your real sealed collection. And then there's that short-term investment that you use as a bit of a tool to help build money up or funds up to buy either more for your personal sealed collection or more to flip and rotate over. So today, that's what we're focusing on is this side, the flipping and rotating over. Anyway, back to Hidden Fates. What a set. Such a shame that it's been reprinted into the ground, and it only got one as late as, 2021? I think it got maybe even late 2021. It got a huge reprint, like massive. There was still Elite Trainer boxes showing up in the local stores. Anyway, I think my answer on Hidden Fates is hold. I think it's remained pretty stagnant in the last 2 years since its reprint, but it was really surprising how little it went down in its reprint. I think it held strong still. It dipped a bit, but it still held strong because it's got such good fundamentals for a set. I think I can see in the next 2 years, it's time that this one made a jump, maybe somewhere similar up to where something like a Shining Legends Elite Trainer box or some of those Tag Team Elite Trainer boxes are. Maybe. But I think for me, in the next 2 years, this item is definitely a hold. Number 2 on the agenda today, Celebrations Premium Collection. Whew, didn't this go crazy? I remember when they launched it down here in Australia at EB Games. I think it's sold out, and probably bots or whatnot bought it, but it sold out in like 5 seconds. I just didn't even have a chance to buy it. I had to buy mine on the secondary market on eBay, probably off a scalper. Picked it up for 350 Australian dollars, which at the time was probably 180, 200 US dollars. Currently, I think they're sitting around 450, 500 Australian dollars, maybe even a touch more. So should we sell this product? Should we hold this product? Limited print. Well, I say limited, like yes, it was printed heavy, but in terms of the demand on it, it was limited. It was hard to get. Scalpers were getting them. It was already above retail at launch. There's some awesome gold cards in here. The gold Charizard, gold Pikachu, which you're going to get as standard. I think for me, this is definitely a hold over the next 2 years. Number 3 on the list today, Lost Origin Booster Box. I bought into these quite heavily at launch. I thought it's an awesome set with a strong trainer gallery. There's some huge hits in there. That Giratina Old Art is just beautiful. That Aerodactyl is a stunning looking card as well. So I bought up pretty heavy at launch. I got them for about, 175 Australian dollars, which is probably somewhere around 100 US. There is rumours though, and actually I don't even know if it's rumours anymore. I think it's been pretty strongly confirmed that there's a reprint coming for Lost Origin. The box has ticked up quite heavily. I expect it to take a dip when the reprint happens. So if you can offload a few now, obviously I'm definitely keeping a few for the collection because I love the box. But if you can offload now and maybe even buy when it drops a bit lower, you're going to help yourself tick over there. So for me, it's a sell on the Lost Origin Booster Box. Number 4 on the list today, Darkness Ablaze Booster Box. This is one I got terribly wrong. I bought a couple of cases at launch thinking, this is going to be sort of like the next XY Flashfire, like it's a Charizard base set. There's Charizard on the booster box. And I was wrong. What has it been, 3 years now? I've been sitting on it and the box has barely moved. I think it was 170, 180 Australian. In fact, it was probably a bit higher than that because they were so sought after, like at the start of COVID. Probably 190 a box, 180, 190 a box. And they're probably not much above that now. I think it's maybe 210 Australian. So in the next 2 years, I think this will gradually creep up, but it's not going to do big things. So for me, of course, I like it for the collection, but Darkness Ablaze Booster Box, it's a sell for me. Number 5 on the list today is Brilliant Stars Elite Trainer Box. Now this set, I thought this was going to do such big things. I thought it was really going to follow in the footsteps of Evolving Skies. It had those fundamentals just like Evolving Skies. It had really, really strong hits, but then it also was backed up with a really nice trainer gallery. And it sort of failed to hit the mark, really, in comparison to Evolving Skies. I thought it would have moved. Again, printed pretty heavily, 2 big waves. But anyway, Elite Trainer Box, what do I see it doing in the next 2 years? I think it's got a bit of catch-up to do. I think everyone got caught up around the hype of Celebrations and Evolving Skies and it just didn't live up to it. So I feel personally that that Brilliant Stars will make a bit of a move over the next 2 years. And the Elite Trainer Box is a really, really nice-looking Elite Trainer Box. Nice to display, the white and the gold. So for me, it's a hold for the next 2 years. Number 6 on the agenda today, Burning Shadows Elite Trainer Box. This is one of those ones I could almost put up in the shelf. I bought it 3 years ago and it's probably the same price as what it was 3 years ago. And in all honesty, I think it's probably going to be the same price in the next 2 years as well. I don't even know how much they are now. 110 US or 160, 70 Australian dollars? I really can't see it making much of a move past there. For me, it's definitely a sell. Hard thing is with that set is it's got such a beautiful chase card. That Rainbow Charizard is amazing. If you can manage to get it in something like a BGS 10, it pulls huge dollars. But that's about the only hit from the set. There's not much more going for it. And your odds of getting it from a booster box are slim, but your odds of getting it from an Elite Trainer Box are even slimmer. So I think that's the reason why, or one of the main reasons why the Elite Trainer Box has stayed pretty stagnant, and I think it will do so for the next 2 years. So for me, it's a sell. Number 7 on the list, the Daya Evolved Booster Box. I know this set has just launched, but sometimes it's good to look at a set because people buy a lot at launch. Cases are pretty cheap. There's pre-orders, people wanting to move stock and get stock moving. So what's it going to do over the next 2 years? What is it? It's the old waifu, however you want to pronounce it, sort of stigma attached to it. They're the 2 big hits. There's a couple of nice artworks in there, but people aren't overly enthused so far with Scarlet and Violet. It hasn't really hit like where, I suppose, Sword and Shield left off. Scarlet and Violet hasn't really continued and taken off with that run. It's sort of been a little bit lackluster for us collectors. I think it's great for kids. I've heard of my mates with kids absolutely loving the set. Kids love to open it, getting those 2 reverses and a holo in each set. It's good fun there, but for me, other than getting one or two for the collection, it's not a hold for me. It's a sell. Number 8 in the list, the Charizard UPC, or actually it's a Sword and Shield UPC, Charizard based, but Anyway, this thing was printed to oblivion, and look at its graph. It's been slightly declining. What's the next 2 years going to bring? For me, I can't really see it going north quickly. I think it's going to be a very, very slow and steady rise for the UPC. There's a lot of people that bought these up in bulk thinking it's going to be a great collection, something similar to a Hidden Fates Ultra Premium collection. I don't think it will be. And just looking at those the three promos that are guaranteed, look at their PSA 10 prices. That'll give you a pretty clear indication of how many of those have been printed and how much it's been hurt by oversupply. The demand's there. It's a great looking box, white with Charizard. Nothing really goes wrong with Charizard, but over the next 2 years, I just can't see it rising all that much. Great for the collection, get yourself a few, but for me, it's not a hold, it's a sell. And lucky last today, we're jumping onto the Unified Minds Booster Box. Definitely, and I'm going to say this right at the start rather than wait for the end, it's a hold. This box over the next 2 years, if you haven't seen my video on Unified Minds, go check it out because I go into the mechanics of investing in Unified Minds a fair bit more. But I really see this box going north, and look at the graph it has already, going north quickly and even more quickly. It's currently at about maybe 700 Australian dollars. Which is maybe 400 US. But I see this thing reaching cosmic eclipse sort of territory in the next 2 years. The alt arts in Unified Minds are incredibly underrated. The box is really, really nice to look at with some big favourite Pokemon on it. The Elite Trainer box is also really nice to look at. I also see that heading further north, but the booster box itself, I see this going to 1,200 Australian, 1,300 Australian in the next 2 years. So if you're buying in at a price position of $700 and getting to 1,200 in 2 years, yes, you're not doubling your money, but $500, I know it's just a prediction, could be completely wrong, but that's my thoughts based around Unified Minds. Definitely a strong hold. Thanks for watching, everyone. There's some popular items there, some big ticket items. Hopefully this has helped you out a little bit. Hopefully it can help you in your journey to either A, maybe moving some product in the next 12 to 24 months and making a bit of profit to move that profit into your main collection, or it'll help you build up that profit to buy more to make more profit, which is the whole idea behind investing in the short term. So thanks again for watching. Tune in next time.